We're here at our 4th annual blanket donation drive here at Another Chance Outreach Ministries located here in Compton, California, USA. The blanket drive is kind of personal to me because it is our 4th annual blanket donation drive, and I can take great pride in saying that it was an idea that I came up with over 4 years ago, and I'm very proud to say that the chapter has embraced it and has accepted it as one of its social action endeavors. It's become an annual event that we take great pride in, and as this year, 2007, we created a theme called Project Warm Up LA, where our goal was to get 1,000 blankets that will go ahead and keep those that are less fortunate and that aren't as blessed as others. They'll keep them warm during the holiday season and during the times when it's cold. So this is the annual blanket donation drive that was started by our chapter, and we hope that this will continue and keep growing with each coming year. Well, what being Christian men is all about, it's better to give than to receive. And this is one of the ways that we can give, because all of us are kind of blessed and fortunate that we know after this community service project, we know where we're going to our shelter. We know that we have food to eat. We know where our next, bath is coming from. But there are so many people in our own communities, in our own backyards, they don't know where their next meal is coming from. They don't know, how they're going to keep warm during the upcoming cold season. So this is just one of the ways that Phi Beta Sigma Alumni Chapter can give back to the community. We'd like to thank the stores, Sears, Walmart, Kmart, and all of those other blanket chains for donating and helping us with contributing to the blankets.
My name is Otis Cavers. Phi Beta Sigma, 1980, Epsilon Phi Chapter, which is Bowling Green, Ohio. Been in California here 7 months, and I work for Another Chance Outreach Ministry as their corporate attorney and administrative director. Our home here is a mission. It's called Another Chance Outreach Mission. We help the homeless. We feed about 300 people a day. We try to clothe and house another 190 people. Often it's not an easy business to go through. We deal with the homeless, and they can be quite volatile. Anything can happen, and often does. That's part of the beauty of helping the people here. If you walk the streets of downtown LA, for instance, you'll see on any night maybe 70,000 people who are homeless. We can house here 190 people. We often try to house about 300. So that's why things that you've done, like bringing us extra blankets, donations, things like that, help tremendously. Just toothpaste, hair combs, things like that. People don't understand what a benefit that is for the homeless, because we just don't have the resources to try to help even a quarter of the people who are homeless. We thank you for coming in today, because you're doing a great service to the people here. A lot of people don't understand that here in LA County, more than 27% of the people in the county themselves at one point are or will be homeless. So it's a big problem that a lot of people try to ignore. So when something like Phi Beta Sigma comes in and helps the people here, it's a great boon. We need services like this. We need for people to come along, grab the ball, know what's happening, and take a part in it. For evil to succeed, that's for good men to just turn the other cheek. And we see the Phi Beta Sigma definitely has picked up the ball, has come right forth in the beginning, leads, and I bet you a lot of people come out and follow now and see Phi Beta Sigma doing the things that they're doing. All I can do is say thank you and God bless you.
The blanket drive, and in my own view, I think it's basically giving back to the community and in California in the way that the people of the city, they can see not just people donating, but they can see their own culture giving back, making them, inspiring them to teach their young ones and give back to their communities.
This being our 4th year, I'm just excited about the number of blankets that we've already increased over the past 3 years. And I think that's it. I think we kind of pushed ourselves and set a goal of 1,000 blankets. And about midday, seems like we're maybe halfway there, and that's a great feat and success. And I just like to see this grow more and more, that people all over the city will come to know that Phi Beta Sigma once a year will have blankets and will be a major player in really reaching out to the homeless, not irrespective of color or race or whatever, but just being able to help those in need stay warm.
Well, the blanket donation drive was, I think, was the baby and the growth spring of our current president, Gerald would know. He had a vision. He went down to some homeless shelters and spoke with some of the people to find out what was some of the needs of the homeless people in the Los Angeles area. And one of the needs were blankets. So he began doing the blanket donation drive, and we've just been carrying it on for the past 4 years. And we just want to keep making it bigger and bigger and touch as many people as we can. This year, we decided to make it more grassroots and brought it into the community as opposed to having it in the mall. So we just keep striving for new and inventive ways of touching the community of Los Angeles.
This year I was the chairman of the 4th annual Banquet Drive. The reason why I think it's important is it's a chance for the brothers of the chapter to give back. I think we can all make a difference by doing little things. So we've asked each brother in our chapter, the Phi Beta Sigma chapter, alumni chapter, to give 50 blankets, be responsible for collecting or donating or paying for 50 blankets. So our goal this year is to collect 1,000 blankets. We think it's a very achievable goal. That's why we're here today. We've been working on this project for about 2 months. I was very involved in the planning and all the operations and the runaround, getting things together to get ready for the blanket drive. But what I really like about it the most is a chance for us as brothers to make a difference in our community, to help people that need help. You know, people think of Los Angeles and they think it never gets cold. But if you live in Los Angeles, you know it gets cold. And we know if you're without a home, if you're homeless, we know a blanket can really help keep you warm. So it sounds like a little thing, but we think it's a big thing, and we can help 1,000 people, 1,000 homeless people. We can provide blankets for them.
I would like to see it have an enormous impact on the community, and hopefully it'll just have a snowball effect and just continue to get bigger and bigger each year and get more attention. And Brother Lane's vision was for it to be our major signature event for the year. And hopefully one day it will be just that. It'll be talked about in the local media, newspaper, and throughout all organizational meetings. You know, the Phi Beta Sigma blanket donation drive is coming up. Make sure you're out there. So we'll see. We're just gonna keep making strides.
We'll take the Army issue blankets.
Crazy for blankets down here.
Yeah. 1,000.